TV family. Catch us live on your TV screens.
And we are back with the one and only Ekse. We just had an amazing interview with 4 very, very educated women telling us about women in science, specifically marine biology. But up next, we have a local music legend, Sofaya. You might know her from The Voice of South Africa. And right now we have an exclusive. So we're going to get a bit of knowledge with that interview and a bit of that awesome music video, a brand new single that she's released. But as always, guys, we love celebrating phenomenal women here on Ekse, not just in August, January, all the way through to December. But make sure you stay tuned. As I always say, snacks aren't worth it. The bathroom isn't worth it. Just stay glued to the couch. Don't go anywhere.
Exclusive, and you just saw a snippet of Sofaya's iMpumelelo. Don't worry, you're gonna see the rest of the music video when we conclude this interview. But the person that I'm talking about, I'm not here alone, guys. She's here to speak for herself. Sofaya, welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us for this awesome exclusive. South Africa was never ready, and you're here at the door, and you're saying, "Look at me, I have arrived."
Hi there, Mark. Thank you so much for having me. And yes, I've arrived.
Yo, man, I know you've been pushing the passion for almost a decade now because you lost your father at a very young age and your mother raised you, and that propelled you to work hard and you became ambitious. You had a career that is corporate, but you dropped that to focus on your music career. What influenced that decision?
Yes, it's a very long journey, 10 years indeed. This is my 10th year in the industry. And it's been a very difficult journey, much as, the ups and the downs. We definitely have seen some of the small victories. There's a lot of joy that comes with it, but it's been a tough one. I think it's definitely something that it's not even more inspired, but rather a calling. I think, the journey to pursuing music and a career in music and ultimately doing it full time, it's like one of those chicken licking monkeys that sit on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You can't get that craving, uThixo undibizele yona le nto lena, so you can't ignore it for a very long time. You can try, but it will continue to chase after you.
Yeah.
And so eventually I decided to heed to that call.
Yeah. Sofaya, there's Jay-Z and Beyonce. There's Cassper Semenya and Mamule Tambulu. There is, the list goes on and on and on and on. And then there's you and Utami. Tell us about that relationship when it comes to music.
When it comes to music, we met a good 21 years ago. 7 years later, we found each other again. And he basically found me at a point in my life where the passion for music was gone. I'd gone through a lot, and I was going through a lot personally. A lot of stuff was just really happening that were not going my way. And, music was just not something that I was focusing on or even dreaming about. And he was just like, wait a minute, how are you not yet the biggest thing in this country? How do people still not know who you are? And he brought back that passion and that flair and that love for music again. He's been my partner in crime. He's been the writer, my co-writer, my co-composer. Some of the earlier works he produced himself. So he's definitely the other half of the brain behind the music. Yeah.
I know when you lose passion for something that you love, it's very hard for you to go back to it because your first instinct is, I hate this, and then you forget that you had passion for it. How easy was for you to say, you know what, I used to love this and I can love it again?
What's the word? Sorry. Fortunately, I didn't have to almost find it again, because as much as I'd stopped singing in terms of commercial, I'd never stopped singing generally, because I come from a musical background at home and in the church. So I'd always been singing even at church. I rather wasn't singing in terms of trying to make it a career and taking it commercial. So that's the beauty of it, is that it never actually lost me.
Yeah.
I kind of drifted a little bit away from, the passion of it, but I've been singing for the longest time. Sometimes I find myself singing and dancing when I wake up in the morning. I come off stage and I'm supposed to be tired vocally, and I'm still singing.
That will never happen, because your influences are people like Brenda Fassie or Miriam Makeba or Beyonce. I mean, firehouses, and then there's you. No, we are not worried about you at all. Speaking of worries, who should we be looking out for in terms of the projects that you are dropping? Who did you collaborate with? Entice us. What can we look forward to?
Unfortunately, I cannot reveal the collaborations yet.
Oh my God. This is an exclusive, Sofaya. This is an exclusive.
The names I can mention would be the producers that we're collaborating and working with.
Give us that.
Yes. We're already 80% done with the album.
Sure.
And quite a bit of the album was done with Jake's Tebe. Absolutely amazing work and working with him. I can't wait for you guys to hear the music. And David Mutanda. And of course, myself and Tammy.
The Ekse Live viewers are seeing the music video for the first time. What was the creative process when it came to recording a music video in iMpumelelo?
I think we took it definitely from the story around the song itself. iMpumelelo is a declaration song. It's the song that says, this is my 10th year in the industry. And from here on forward, I'm not going to wait for the industry, for any naysayers, for even the so-called gatekeepers of the industry to say, okay, now we receive you. From here on forward, we're saying, I'm owning it, I'm claiming it, I'm declaring it. Whether you're ready, whether you're not, we're here to stay and to conquer. And so the creative process of the video was basically to show you the journey, a little bit of the journey of the 10 years. If you watch the music video, you will see that it takes you, even the images, I've gone from gray hair, I've gone to dreadlocks, I've gone to, blonde, and now to this image. So you go through a lot of the journey of what I've been through, the people I've met in the industry, the people I've worked with, just a snippet. And that's where it basically was, taken from and just inspired.
Oh my goodness, Ekse viewers, do you see what we bring you? It's either we go big or we go home, and today we definitely went big with Sofaya. Sofaya, before I let you go, midnights for you, it used to be in Tammy's bedroom, penning down songs, creating melodies. Now your midnights are no longer the same. You're coming from venues, or you're still at a venue holding a microphone and performing. How has life changed?
Life has, with every year, we've definitely seen progress. I can definitely sit here today and say God has been so amazing and so awesome and so faithful. As much as, I sit in the 10th year and I have not necessarily gotten to the big reveal of my career, But I do believe, just as in the song iMpumelelo, that impumelelo isematheni, I can almost taste it, because we've not, as hard as it was, I didn't take the easy way. There were many propositions for me to have blown like this, with some of the names, the big names in the industry, you know, wanting a little bit of reveal the skirt, nyana, lift it up, kancane. But taking the long route has definitely given me the stability, the confidence, the boldness to go into the industry knowing that I will never be a one-hit wonder. The day that iMpumelelo becomes what it actually was made for, and I become what God has created and intends me, the greatness that He intends for me to be, I'll be here to stay.
Thank you so much for this exclusive, Sofaya. Thank you so much for not giving up on your dreams, because your passion is now a blessing to South Africa. And the next day it will be to the world, because you deserve to be an international star, because that's how much you are talented.
Absolutely. And thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the love and support. I truly appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Ekse Live exclusive, and it's titled iMpumelelo. This is Sofaya. If you just joined us, welcome to it. This is Ekse Live.
CTV family.